Welcome to the show. This is The Jab.
Hello and welcome to The Jab, another exciting episode of me and Mark just, talking words and stuff. Hi Mark, how are you?
I'm great, thanks, Rob. Yeah, as you said there, just chatting words and things that come to our mind. I hope no one tries to fact check us because, we would be in some serious trouble.
Yeah, we would, yeah. And why would you do that? You just sort of take our word as fact, and you'll live your life in a better sort of haze-filled way where you don't really know what's real and what's not.
Oh, definitely. That's it. Back in the olden days, you just took whatever the guy at the post office said as gospel. No need to check him, what his facts are and what his background is. Trusted member. He's one of those people that gets to sign off on your passport. And if that's good enough for the UK government, well, it's good enough for me.
Exactly. You just that's why the whole thing with the whole COVID thing, which is over here. It's over in this country, by the way. So it's not even a thing anymore. And a lot of people like my mate Dave said that it's all hoax, it's all down the phone wires and that, and we should all just go out and lick each other. So why wouldn't you believe that?
Is that what the government's mandating now? Go out and lick each other?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because that's safe now. We should have been doing this all along, and we just didn't realise that licking each other is the way forward.
Oh, okay, so we're basically at the chicken pox stage, right? It's like better you get it now than later, kind of thing.
Yeah, a little love lick.
A little love lick. Well, whatever you do on your weekends, mate, is your business. But speaking of your weekends, how's things going? What have you been up to?
Oh, well, it's been a bit of a mixed bag the last sort of, 6 weeks or so. But one good thing that happened was that it was Danielle's birthday, so I decided to go all out and take her on a surprise weekend, doing all sorts of different stuff. So she had yes, I know, she had no idea. So I thought I'd go. I think I probably went a bit overboard and maybe set the standard a bit too high. But what can you do?
Oh, okay. Well, you got to show her how you feel, go big or go home, as they say.
That's what she said.
Well, exactly. So we started off, she had obviously no idea, didn't tell her anything, and we got on the train. So she guessed we'd go to London because the destination was London, so that spoiled that one. And I nearly blew it, actually, when we were sat in the car waiting to go. I said, have you got, because I said, you've got a face mask because you need it on the tube. And I went, oh. But because I'd already planned the fact that I said, well, maybe I could be saying something, but I'm just throwing off the scent. She didn't believe me. She was like, no, I think that was just a lie. I was like, ha ha. So I put in the groundwork. So I got away with that one. She really didn't believe that I slipped up there.
Oh, well, that's it. You always got to use protection, especially on the love train.
Very great advice. Who needs doctors when you got us?
Yeah, exactly.
So got to London. Went down to the old Embankment and just went for a bit of sightseeing. So the old Big Ben. I don't think it's been a long time since she's been to London and done that sort of thing. And went a little wander down.
Have they still got the scaffolding up around Big Ben? What's going on there with Big Ben's big makeover?
Yeah. So the actual clock faces are done. They almost look out of place because they all look golden and all shiny. And then they've still got the scaffolding around the...
They haven't replaced it with a digital... It's not like a giant Casio watch, is it? We haven't gone that far yet.
Not quite. But the clock faces don't actually work yet. They're all saying different times. And but they look so shiny and new. They look great. But to the rest of the building looks, it looks a bit out of place. It's weird. But the actual... It's still got the scaffolding around the shaft, though. That's still being done.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, still censoring. That's probably what a lot of people might have thought initially. Especially some of the older generation. They probably thought that they were just trying to censor it.
Well, yeah. They try to censor it, but you can't really. I know it looks like a big, penis trying to stab the sky, but you can't hide it forever. You've got to, you can hide the shaft all you want, but it's still going to be there.
Free Big Ben. # Free Big Ben.
Yes, there we go. There's our new thing. God, old Big Ben.
I'll get the stickers made
Did
up.
you know the Big Ben is the bell, not the actual clock?
Oh, it's the bell end. You see.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It's not the whole cock. It's just the bell.
The
end.
bell end is free. It's just the shaft that is being, shackled.
How shackled. It's in a chastity belt of the making of the construction consortium of London.
Oh, mate, it's disgraceful, really. The poor thing. It's all just wants to be free, to stand erect.
It does. To stand proud. Anyway, sorry, I sidetracked you there. As you were saying before we went on to all of the phallic imagery that is Big Ben, do carry on.
Okay, well, then we walked on to St James's Park, down to Buckingham Palace, and saw some guards doing some drilling or something. I don't know.
Some tricks?
Yeah.
Tricks like a magician? Or like a dog?
Yeah, just sort of a dove came out of his uniform. It was really impressive, and I don't think the dove was alive, though. Very awkward.
Oh. It is hard to keep them alive for that long. The time of changing of the guard. It's they're out there for a while. So
yeah, poor buggers. But anyway, we went to Buckingham Palace and had a little wander around there. That was nice. And then I walked down the old Mall, whatever it's called, and then down to, and we had a drink. And then I had to try and kill some time, you see, because little did Daniel know we were going to see a show, you see. But before that, we're going to go for dinner. But we just went for a wander. And what I'd organised was for her daughter to meet us at TGI Fridays in Leicester Square.
Oh, very nice.
But she was running a bit late, and the thing was, I had to kill some time. So we had a wander around, went round sort of like Covent Garden, and then we saw, it was, that was cool. So I managed to kill a lot of time. And then we finally sort of walked past down Chinatown, and I was, doing my best to kill some time. But luckily she wasn't asking any questions or anything. She just went with it. So, and then I just sort of pushed her into the queue of TGI Fridays, got there, and they even said, table for 3. I went, yeah, and she didn't even notice. So that I still managed to get away with it.
Okay.
So we got in there.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good, and well done for the universe there tried to ruin your ruse, but you pulled it back.
I did.
Rob 1, universe 0.
Oh yeah. And so we got in there, sat down, but obviously I had to say that we're waiting for someone else, unfortunately, because they wanted to take our order. And then she's like, "What? Someone else?" But she just didn't twig that it was going to be her daughter. And then Jamie finally turned up, and that was surprise went down. She was like, "Oh, it was a great surprise. It worked out perfectly." So we had some dinner, and that was all good. And then we walked out to the next thing, and we were walking down the Strand, and there was all these different sort of displays for different shows and that. And I was trying to distract her because we were going to see. It's called Six. It's about Henry VIII's wives.
Oh, okay.
And it's from their perspective, though.
Right. Oh, it's a Me Too, but Edwardian.
Yeah, basically. And so we're walking down. There's a big sign saying 6, with all lit up and everything. So I was thinking, oh god.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh look, there's Pretty Woman musical and distracting her and stuff. And then her daughter was doing the same, and so it worked perfect. And I just sort of pushed her into the queue for 6, and she was very, very surprised. She was pleasantly surprised and shocked. She was like, she really wanted to see this musical. So it was so it was a really good reaction. It was a sort of like, oh my god kind of thing. So that was good.
Yeah.
So that was worth it.
Nice. That's cool.
And do you know what? I'm not really a musical guy. Well, I'm not really one for musicals. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what to expect, but this show was actually more like going to see a Beyonce gig or something.
Oh, really? It was a bit of a Cirque du Soleil meets hairspray or something.
Well, it's so they had an all-female, obviously 6 women, and they're all singing, and then it had a female band as well, a very small little stage. Really cool lights and stuff, though, but it was right smack in your face kind of music. It was and it was actually, it was very entertaining. It was very, very surprising, and it was funny, and it was a little bit, dirty as well. And,
a bit raunchy.
It was
well,
raunchy.
that's the British public do love a good titillation.
Oh, absolutely. But no, it was funny. It was great, and it was only like an hour and 20 minutes long. So we weren't sitting there for 2 hours of them singing and doing jazz hands or any of that rubbish. It was
right. Okay.
It was really good. It was like going to see a gig, and actually very entertaining. So, but the main thing is that Danielle and her daughter loved it, and even I managed to enjoy it. So that was a nice little bonus.
Good. That's good. Well, I was going to say with musicals, like I think the last thing I watched, I didn't go see, but was that Hamilton because everyone was raving about it. But I don't know, it did go on a bit too long, really. And I don't know so with this one that you saw, was it more song after song, or was it like some actual dialogue and stuff in between the musical like numbers?
No, it was more song after song. It was very
Okay.
Yeah, it was not much going on with regards to... No, the chat was sort of very minimal, but they just sort of cracked on with each song, yeah. So it was none of that sort of...
Fair enough.
Yeah, Dan and daughter, they love Hamilton. That's like their favourite one.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'm the wrong audience.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I was just curious because, Hamilton, it is impressive, but... I was just surprised. Like, I think when I thought musicals, I was thinking of maybe musical movies like, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, the classics, Oliver Twist, where there was, I guess, a bit of dialogue in between. But it's very impressive to be able to jump from one song straight into the next,
Exactly, and that's why, I think that's why it was more, it was definitely able to enjoy it more because there was none of that sort of, it was just song after song, like a gig, there was no messing about, and so it was really good. So, but the main thing is they enjoyed it, they loved it, it was really funny, and
with the next are off with the head. I hear.
Yeah, it was. No, it was good. It was a decent show, and so that went really well. So then we went back home on the Friday, and then on the Saturday, people that I live with currently, they have a place in Southampton, and they were kind enough to lend it to me, so to let me stay there.
Ooh.
So we drove down to Southampton, and she had no idea, and so we drove there. She still didn't have a clue, even though she knew they had a place in Southampton.
Even though you were driving for a while, I guess, because how long was the drive?
Drive was about an hour. Well, probably about an hour, just about. So. It wasn't that long, but luckily she didn't really...
You just sort of we'll just pop out, just got to go do a quick Asda run, and she was none the wiser an hour and a half later.
Exactly. Luckily she didn't, she sort of went with it, she didn't really think too much about it, and she kind of forgot that they had a place there. I think she didn't really think too much of it, and then, so we got there, walked in, and then she saw some photos in there that they had, and so obviously then she realised, but it was a beautiful, beautiful place, and... So I said to her, what do you want to do? Do you want to go and see some stuff around Southampton, or do you want to go to the Isle of Wight for the day and stuff? So we chose the Isle of Wight. I went to see Queen Victoria's Osborne House on the Isle of Wight.
Ooh,
yes.
Very nice. How long's the ferry over, actually? I've never been to the Isle of Wight.
Well, we wanted to get the fast one, because it's about 25 minutes, but that wasn't on for some reason. And then the one with all the cars on, that takes an hour.
Okay, gotcha.
Long enough,
the
really.
Fast one. A bit more excitement. Jet boat or whatever. Speedboat, jet boat.
Yeah, it's called the Red Jet,
Speedboat all the way.
Red Jet.
Oh, it was a jet.
Yeah.
My mistake.
Well, I mean, we saw it, actually. It was annoying, because when we went there, we wanted to get that one. But anyway, we got the slow one. But it was fine. And we got to the old Osborne house. And, it was a beautiful house. Like, very, very cool. Lots of massive grounds and stuff, and very, very impressive inside. And then
did you feel like you were on an episode of Dickinson's Real Deal or Homes Under the Hammer, something like that? Was it?
Yeah.
I expect there to be a BBC Two film crew ready and waiting.
It was like that. I don't think we would have fit in though. I think the old riff raffing, you see. But it was very impressive,
yes,
and the guard, they have their own private beach and all that sort of stuff. It was very cool. So did that, headed back, and then I booked just a place to go to a really expensive restaurant. So get this right. So you go in the restaurant, and they show you this. It's like a deli counter, and it's got all the meat, steak, all the steaks and stuff there, and then the fish as well. So you could have a look and see what there is, and. Anyway, sit down and you choose which one you want. And so Danielle chose something off the main menu. It was completely her choice. I said you could have whatever you want.
Yeah.
And hers cost like 18 quid. Right, so I got a steak. Guess how much my
Right.
steak was? Just a steak.
Just a steak, fancy place. I don't know, like 32 pounds 50.
Oh, nope.
No, what are we looking
92 pounds.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why? Where did it come from? Was it a magical cow? Like, did it grant you wishes?
I think it's the one from Jack and the Beanstalk where they gave, one of those ones that
course.
changed the magic beans.
They're very rare. Very, extremely rare. Wow. I mean, did you have it rare? How did you have it cooked? Hopefully not well done.
No, of course not. No, I had medium rare, and it was. Oh, I've never had a steak like it. It was absolutely superb.
Oh, very nice. So was it one of those Wagyu ones that's been massaged and pampered all its life?
Basically, I think it was a black Angus something, and it was from Japan, I think, or something like that. And he said it was the best ribeye steak or whatever it was in the world or something.
Wow. Well, yeah, I mean, the shipping costs alone on that steak. I mean, I've been through my fair share of tracking global shipping containers recently, and I can tell you, it's not cheap. So you got a bargain, I reckon.
So yeah, I mean, we had this creamy mashed potato that we got, which is extra, by the way.
Oh,
and that was beautiful. But because I've had to go bloody gluten free now, I couldn't have any of the
really?
desserts. Yeah, I know. I tried. We went gluten free just to see if it made a difference. It did. Now if I have any gluten at all, my body just goes nope.
Bloody hell! No, Hovis for you. No, not even best of both. It's out the question.
It's all gone, mate. It's all gone. I have to have gluten free bread now, and I have to have. Mate,
watch out for all those other hidden nasties, I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? You think bread, but then all of a sudden you're like, pasta, can't have that. Then you're looking at that ice cream for some reason has gluten in it.
Yeah.
Why? How did it get there? No one really knows. Should it be there? That's for the food scientists to decide.
Like crisps
that
and that.
That is unfortunate.
May contain gluten. Why does it claim? Like, it's ridiculous. And then
No, I know.
Oh, mate. Even some chocolate and. It's a bloody nightmare.
It's everywhere. It's like science.
It is like science. It's surrounded like a cocoon of horrible regret and temptation.
I know. Oh, God. We might have to actually get Jeffrey on that one. He might be able to point us in the direction of some sort of cure. They've got to be working on it, right? Surely the gluten.
You would think so, wouldn't you?
Working on that. Top 5.
Maybe they could get it through the 5G airways and cure everyone all at once.
Yeah. Now that's thinking. We need to take that to the UN.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So, even I was already fussy with food, and now it's just it's almost a cosmic joke now, isn't it, really?
Bloody hell. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you weren't able to chow down on some sticky toffee pudding, but that steak does sound very nice.
Yeah, to be honest, we didn't need any bloody pudding. We didn't need any of that. And we had cocktails for pudding instead, and that, that was
there you go. That's it.
That was good. And
vodka martini.
We went back to the. Oh, I'm not as classy as James Bond, mate. Bloody hell. And then we went back to the flat and just chilled, and it was just it was bloody lovely. It was just a lovely lovely weekend, mate. So I've set the bar a bit high there, haven't I? So
you have. I mean, what's next? It's going to have to be at least a trip to Bangkok. Now Thailand's open. So maybe that's next on the cards.
Mate, they eat loads of insects and that. How would I get around that?
Yeah, well, look, I mean, there probably won't be a lot of gluten, so there's the plus side. They're mainly a rice-based kind of diet, aren't they? But yeah, you're right. With the insects, it's going to be a lot of crickets, a lot of snake wine. Not really sure how you even manage that one. Maybe you feed it grapes and then ferment the whole thing. I'm not really sure. But yeah. But you have set the bar very high, so I can't wait to hear what next year has in store.
Well, yeah. Luckily, I wasn't around for Valentine's Day, so I got away with that one.
Oh yeah. I think you sort of did both, really. I mean, you definitely pushed the boat out with that one. So yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, if I was there, I would let you off. But that's me. I'm just such a lovely guy.
No, it was good. She got me some chocolate and a lovely card, so that was quite nice.
Oh, Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
But it went really well. So what happened with you, Mark? What's been going on? How's the move looking?
Well, I'm coming to you live from a mostly empty room. So, yeah, it's going
sitting
pretty
in
good,
a canoe,
actually.
a deck chair in a canoe.
Yeah, sitting in a... That's it. It's just, the sort of weird detritus that you have left over after digging things out of a cupboard, just an old lamp that doesn't actually work and you're not really sure why you're holding on to it. And, a couple of plants that no longer have their normal places because I've sold all the furniture underneath them. So now they're strewn around like some sort of weird Jurassic Park scenario, or like I'm trying to grow my own botanic garden. But yeah, it's going pretty good actually. But one thing that has cropped up, which anyone who's tried to sell anything in recent times, we all used to, we flocked to Gumtree. We used to love Gumtree, didn't we? It was the staple of how to get rid of that random junk you had laying around. But now it's all about Facebook Marketplace, you see. And, I feel like with Gumtree, you had a purpose. You went in, you made an account, you downloaded the app because you were there to either buy or sell something. But with the Facebook Marketplace, it's just kind of this new pastime, really. So people just sort of jump on there and sort of haphazardly, see something that they might want. It's a bit like late night shopping in the late 90s, getting a bit drunk and then calling up that number and getting a 8-month supply of self-help videos that you don't really need. People are, they'll reply to you if you posted something, obviously, and it's always the automatic reply, lazy, because it has the old, hi, is this still available, button that you can press. And so that's most of them. And of course, I like to personalize it. I like to show that I've seen their message, so I will actually address them by name and say, yes, it is available. Little thumbs up. It's a little extra there. Don't get that in the automated reply. But still, that could be the last interaction I've had with them. Or you go right down the line of questioning, what's the size? Put it in the ad, but you know what? I'll tell you again. How old is it? All that stuff. And then boom, there comes the killer. Or would you take 40 instead of 80? And it's like, nah. Get that out of the way at the start, mate. I didn't agree to a negotiation. So, there's a lot of that going on. It's become a full-time job.
Sounds very frustrating, doesn't it? Yeah, all the information's in the bloody ad. What are you doing? Why are you wasting my time? You say, I thought it was 40 quid. No, when the price is 80 quid, you neither like it or love it. Now go away.
Yeah, that's it, pretty much. Everyone thinks they're a Dale boy on there, I reckon. That's the thing. And, go $10 under, whatever, or £10 under. But yeah, I mean, look, if you're dropping it by half, you're already getting a bargain. I'm already selling it for less than wholesale price, So, yeah, it's interesting navigating that part of our society, really. It's like a little social experiment every time I open up that little pop-up chat. So, yeah, it's been interesting.
Navigating the sea of morons.
The psyche of the common people.
Maybe I've still maybe Pulp will know how to deal with these people. Maybe you should put some Pulp on and remind yourself what it's like to be a common people.
Indeed, yeah. Just run a montage. Of me
yeah, you trying to sell your
stuff to that song. Yeah, to that song. Yeah, it pretty much. Yeah, that would probably summarise the last 7 or 8 days, actually, of just trying to flog stuff on the market, But yeah, it's been going all right. And then apart from that, some of the things that we'll be keeping, we're going to be sending over to the UK with a shipping company called 7 Seas Shipping. So, legit, I think. I don't know. It has a little happy logo of like a smiling briefcase. Not that anyone uses briefcases anymore, so I don't know. Actually, in hindsight, maybe they aren't the sort of company you'd want to trust to send stuff around the world if they haven't updated their logo. They still think we're all carrying around rattan trunks on our propeller planes on our trips to Guyana.
Yeah. Well, I mean, is it only sort of like dodgy... Russian spies or something that has briefcases, or is it murderers that still use briefcases? Because normal people don't.
It's either dodgy Russian spies, murderers or anyone carrying some sort of assault rifle, like in every action movie where they have this real heavy-duty case. You open it, and most of it's acoustic foam, and then in the middle there's like a tiny handgun. So yeah, one of those kinds of people.
Whatever happened to just having a violin case? You know, I mean that. You know, you could definitely get away with.
Or an umbrella. Remember the umbrella guy, the umbrella murderer, or whatever we called him, umbrella assassin.
That's bloody brilliant, isn't it? Because you get yourself a shield, and and then you fold it up and walk away.
Exactly.
It's bloody raining.
And in somewhere like London, you know, I mean, if he was wandering around in, you know, the Yukon in the middle of winter, or, you know, downtown Bangkok in the dry season, would maybe look a bit out of place, but not in London. Perfect disguise.
No, I mean, you know, I reckon if I was an assassin, it would be the one time I go out with the umbrella gun is the one time where it didn't rain. And he'd be like, oh, what you got an umbrella for? And you go, well, we are in England, so you never know.
Yeah. Exactly.
It would just, you know, I'd be the worst assassin ever. I'd just fall over everything.
Yeah, but maybe that could be your thing. You know, like how they pickpocket people in movies and TV shows and probably real life, I don't know. But you sort of trip and then you sort of touch them on the shoulder, subvert their attention, and then, you know, sneak into the pocket. So that could work in your favour. You know, if you're tripping over, they come in, they lean in to help you up. Bang, dart from the Rolex or something, or I don't know, tie pin. I don't know. I'm not really a secret agent. I'll let you fill in the gaps.
Well, that's what a secret agent would say.
Well, I can see that you are wise, and now I will have to kill you. This message will self-destruct. Thank you all for listening, and then we'll just play some sort of crazy high-frequency sound that just wipes people's minds.
Well, I could be the clumsy killer, couldn't I?
Oh, yeah, the clumsy, clueless killer. The clumsy killer, the klutz killer.
The klutz, yeah.
Klutz, yeah. I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to flesh out your persona. Some sort of German... Maybe you're a German oboe player, and that's your weapon of choice, and you shoot a little dart out of your oboe. But you only do it after you've sort of haphazardly fallen through the rest of the orchestra to cause a commotion. And then you hit your target.
Yeah, that's a great... Is it Klaus the Klutz? Klaus the Klutz. He's the Klaus the Klutz killer. There we go, mate. It's the KKK. Oh,
Klaus the Klutz killer.
Oh, that's awkward.
Dear. Well, maybe
not.
Whilst he's in clogs, 4Ks completely nullifies it.
Well, that was a good save. Thank you.
Oh dear. That's all right. Klutz the clueless, clumsy clog killer clogs. Moving on swiftly away from genocide and oppression. Just straight up murder.
So
what else?
Well, obviously, the only downside, obviously the big downside for me, so unfortunately we had to have my dad's funeral this recently, so that was a bit of a sad time.
Yes.
So so we, you know, it was
but it all went well.
It went well. So, yeah, we did give him a good send off, and you know, because it was all a bit sudden, and so then we did that, and it was pretty, you know, as you imagine, tough to get through it, but we all managed to get ourselves through it, and it was, you know, everyone was, you know, people were great, you know, friends and family were fantastic, so you know, everyone was supportive and great, so that was really good to see that everyone pulled together when they needed to, and so we gave him a good send off, and you know, we sort of had a sort of like a. We didn't want to call it a wake. It's more of a sort of celebration memorial thing after. Went to this pub near my parents' house, and we got suitably pissed and all sort of shared memories and stuff, as you know, as you'd expect from that. So it was, and it was a nice touch because he's like a Sunderland fan, and that mad for it from that side of that part of the world. So we all wore Sunderland shirts, and even people that, you know, don't support Sunderland wore Sunderland shirts and stuff. So that was a really nice touch. So and one thing that was amazing actually is 3 of my friends, Nick, Paul, and James, they they surprised me with they bought me a Sunderland shirt, and on the back it said Dad on the back, and he's 56 when he was born. So that was a really, really amazing gesture.
That's nice.
Yeah, so I think it's worth mentioning. Like, you know what I mean? People doing stuff like that. Absolutely, yeah. Really, I really, for once in my life, I was speechless when they gave that to me. I really didn't know what to say. It was, beautiful, beautiful gesture. So, it's got to be recognised, I think.
Yeah, definitely, and. Yeah, those, like you say, that that's something that I'm sure a lot of people have had to do over the past year or so as well, given COVID and everything. So you know, these things happen, and we don't shy away from them here at the Jab.
No, that's right. It's it's good to talk about these things, I think, and it's just what happened, you know, and we've just got to try and sort of actually keep going, you know, live with the. With that sort of it's just weird. It's going to be weird, but everyone seems to be pulling through okay. So that's the main thing, and we did the best we could with giving them a good send off. So I don't think we could have done any more in that respect. So but you know,
nice.
Yeah, but talking of a lot of disasters, let's talk about the Winter Olympics.
Yes, right. What have you seen of the Winter Olympics?
Well, I've seen some of it, but obviously I've seen a lot of the bad sort of press that there's some of the I saw that did you see that reporter who was just trying to report I think it was the bobs.
I didn't actually see that, but I did get told about that, and I was thinking, they're obviously always insisting that things are normal and there is no such thing as censorship there. But when you capture it live like that, I don't know did they ever come out with like an excuse or anything, or what their reasoning was? I'm assuming it'd probably be something like, oh, it was for your safety, you were in the way of something, or I don't know, probably I can imagine that's sort of the thing they would have come up with.
Yeah, I don't really know what, because he did that, and then he went, and then straight after he got sort of pushed to one side, and he went back and just finished his broadcast. I don't really know. It was just completely random. I didn't know what their excuse was, but he must. I mean, it's not like he was saying,
Did he finish his broadcast?
Yeah, I think he did later on. He went, he went back and then carried it on. So, right. I mean, unless they put in a double, body double.
Well, deep fakes, mate, that's it. He disappeared into one of Mr. Creedy's black bags, cut to the B-roll. We've got him digitally simulated, much like that tennis chick who went missing a couple of months back, eh? Apparently it's all good now, but, who's to say that she isn't an avatar? They have the tech. They do. The tech.
It's scary, man. They don't let you think of anything. You can't think or say anything It seems pretty scary. Like they were saying, the athletes don't take your own phones, take a burner phone without internet on it, because they'll just, because they spy. It's crazy the amount of control there. It is very V for Vendetta, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Well, I was going to say that, because each of the. What am I trying to say? Each of the athletes were given a small little mascot, weren't they? Like when they won, and I was just thinking, there's got to be a bug in each of those, right? Like, oh yeah, take this back home to your country, and go and have interviews of your officials. And I bet you anything, there's got to be some random scandal or something will come out. Some bugger drops one of them, and out falls a recording device or some sort of random thing like that, I can imagine.
Yeah, you wouldn't put it past them, would you, really? Because they are full-on paranoid, aren't they? They control everything. It's crazy. They've seen.
I like you, but I don't trust you.
Yeah. I think.
Alan Partridge had it right.
Aha! He did, and I think wasn't there like I saw a picture. It looked like the ski slope, where they do the ski jumps and that. Was literally just next to a power station or something in a car park. Was that a real photo?
Probably. I say probably just because some of the stuff I've seen and been watching it, a lot of the other thing that came out is that 90% of the snow was all generated by snow machines. So there's actually not really been any actual real snow. So yeah, a lot of the slopes are they're just bare in the mountain area where they are and stuff, and you see like an aerial view, and it's just sort of the specific carved out tracks that they're going to have to run that have obviously just been, generated using snow machines. And the other thing about the whole like fake snow versus real snow is that, the fake snow essentially is just ice. So when you're trying to actually ski or snowboard on it, it's just, rock solid, doesn't behave the same way. And of course, if you come off, it's that little bit more painful. I know.
Oh my goodness me. Well, I mean, why? How could they? They must have known they were going to do this, and they still gave China the Olympics.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's the thing.
It's mental,
in terms of the whole green credentials. It's not very green to be manufacturing all that snow, and it takes a lot of power. So maybe something now in the future, given obviously, the way everything's going, climate change, et cetera, maybe they will take into account is, it's like giving Rio or something the Winter Olympics. You wouldn't do that, would you? You just wouldn't do that, So, or Saudi Arabia,
No.
But who knows? I'm sure at some point they've got enough money, they'll put a bid in, and looks like we're all sand skiing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at the football.
Oh yeah, or the World Game, as it's now being called here in Australia for some reason. The World Game.
The World
Here's the
Game.
latest in the World Game. Yeah, I don't know. It's bizarre.
Well, that's so they go it to Qatar, and I mean, Qatar doesn't even have their football league. It must the people who actually want to watch football is just. I mean, it's hardly any people that bother. I mean, they did like a mini sort of tournament there, and there was no one there. They had to try and give the tickets away, and go in there. It's a very it's completely different culturally to imagine a load of English going over there. They're all going to get arrested.
Yeah, well, that's it. They're going to be demanding their, bacon cheeseburgers and wanting, a stack of beer and just causing a ruckus. Because, exactly. You've got to watch what you do and say over there. It's probably more so than that poor reporter that got harassed in Beijing.
Well, exactly. But they've basically had to build all these 10 brand new stadiums, and apparently originally they were all going to have air conditioning. Because of this, it was going to have in the summer, it's going to be 50-degree heat.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
But now, in the first time ever, they're doing the World Cup in the winter, where it's going to be sort of more like 26 sort of degrees, 30 degrees.
Okay.
So, so that everyone's seasons has to be completely changed, because obviously they've all FIFA have just taken all the money. They've gone, just give us They've obviously have taken bribes and stuff like that, and they've given Qatar the World Cup.
Oh, of course.
But there's no football in Qatar. It's not like it's a big football nation. It's just absolutely obscene. They're throwing all this money at it, building all these stadiums, and you hear all those those people that are working there, trapped there, they can't leave and things like that. It just sounds like an utter nightmare.
Yeah, like all the random slave labour. Yeah, well, that's going back to the Winter Olympics. Some of the athletes have been reporting on just the general, like conditions there and the sort of food and everything that they're being given, and it's just, abysmal, appalling, mate.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a shambles. And people...
like they've been given years and years and years to prepare for this stuff, and like how do you get it so wrong? I mean, even Tokyo last year, they had a lot that they. The whole COVID thing and everything that to, navigate through. But, I mean, that was generally fairly successful as far as, the actual Olympics goes. Obviously not for spectators. And
no, they did a really good job, actually, considering how to delay it.
Pull your socks up, China, if you even wear any.
I mean, Japan's, tiny little country compared to China. And they must have lost so much money doing that with no fans. It must have been ridiculous. And then they still managed to make it amazing but, I mean, the Chinese Olympics, apparently they've not even had any hot food, no crisps, no nuts, nothing. What a joke.
Not even crisps. Bloody hell. Outrage. Not even a bag of ready salted, the boring ones.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, we want our what's-its.
Oh, yeah, we want our what... You're right, I bet you could get that trending, actually. We want our what's-its. # Winter Olympics. # Winter Whatsits.
Winter Whatsits.
Winter Whatsits. The exotic crisps, skips, Whatsits, Quavers, the sort of vaguely puffed air things. We're not sure what they're made out of, but we bloody love them.
Oh, do you know what? Quavers, they brought back the salt and vinegar.
Oh, have
they brought back the salt and vinegar Quavers, mate. It's just made the year has just suddenly got better.
Oh, interesting. Oh, well, this is the thing. I can't wait to get back and, get ingrained and relish all of the random goods and confectionaries that we have in our weird and wonderful Blighty.
Yes. Well, if there's any reason to come back, it's bloody salt vinegar Quavers, all right? That's the only reason you need.
Yes, that's what the people need in this time of uncertainty. Salt and vinegar Quavers. Salt and vinegar.
Well, you know what's uncertain is. Have you heard about the place called Ukraine?
Ukraine. Is that some sort of like crane rental company?
Ukraine. Oh yeah, you could use the crane yourself. Ukraine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Ukraine.
You hire it, use it for the weekend, drop it back. Hopefully, there's no damage and you don't have to pay on the insurance. But carry on, Ukraine.
Well, have you heard? There's we got World War III is imminent.
Oh my God.
I know. If it's not the Chinese, it's the bloody Russians.
I mean, we really are back in an 80s situation here, aren't we? Get ready for the big hair, the synth music. Just bring it all back, Why are we bringing back the worst parts of the 1980s? It's like saying, oh, great, Reagan's now back as president. We've kicked Biden out. Mm-hmm. We're back at war with Russia. Reagan's in. Sit down, shut up.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Well, they're all sort of just hanging out on the border, aren't they? Going ooh, and like just sort of teasing and saying we're going to come in and we're gonna they're sort of like the wolf and the three pigs, isn't it? It's gonna
pretty much
I'll huff and puff and blow your house down, and yeah, and but don't worry though, because Boris Johnson went out there to save it all.
Good old Boris.
He went over there and he was like, just leave them alone, okay? Just leave them alone, because otherwise we'll send you a strongly worded email.
Yeah, well, that's it, isn't it? It'd be like, well, you're not getting the good biscuits at Christmas, We're going to be taking away your days at the golf retreat when you come over and visit in Scotland, That's it. We're putting you on the back footing now, Putin. Well, that's it. Good old Boris and his sultry tones and, whispering sweet nothings, really, though, isn't he, to Putin? Because, I reckon behind the scenes they're probably busy mates. It's all just a bit of a show. I'm sure the real reason is that, someone did get the shitty Christmas present, like 2 months ago. And, old Putin, he ain't happy about it. He's like, well, you give him Macron, a brand new iPad. And old Putin just ended up with a pair of fucking, Union Jack socks. Not on, really, is it?
It's not. Or maybe they're on the border going, we want our salt and vinegar Quavers.
That could be the real underlying issue here. That's it. They've seen what's happening in the West, and they're not having it. Like you say, they deserve to be treated like everyone else. Give them their Quavers. # Kiev Quavers.
Kiev Quavers. Oh my! Imagine chicken Kiev flavoured Quavers.
Well, that might be the thing that we need to unite them. Look, if you're listening, whoever owns Walkers or Knick Knacks or all the other ones, now's your time. Step up, do what's right for Europe, for your country, and get them those Quavers.
Knick Knack, Paddywhack, give it a bone. Give us our fucking chicken Kiev Quavers.
But yeah, I was.
You slag.
I was gonna say. Yeah, it's interesting though. All this Ukraine stuff, because is it, as bad as they say? Going to play the old devil's advocate here. Is it as bad as they say, or is it just the West kind of hyping it up a bit? Because the other day I saw a headline saying, war is imminent. It's moments away. And then the next day there was a headline saying it's at 80%, as if it's like loading a video game. It's like, we're at 80% war, Maybe we would have got there quicker if we had better bandwidth. Who knows? But so it's interesting to see if it's just a hype. And, is it good old Boris needing a distraction from all of his raunchy parties and the old naughty nose powder over Christmas and, the investigation with the Met and old Sue Gray. He's really been under the spotlight, and it's nice and convenient, isn't it? A war, it kind of shifts the reporters and all the focus somewhere else. So, yeah, it's interesting if if it is as bad as they say. Because, I mean, like we were told that they were going to be withdrawing, and that's, a good headline. Well, not a good headline if you're a reporter, I guess, because then you got nothing to write about. And then, of course, the next headline is, it's not appearing as if though they're withdrawing, says US, So I don't know. It's hard to say, isn't it? Because with all of that, we both got nuclear weapons. So, for something to actually happen would be pretty crazy. It would be, like you say, Armageddon, Pootageddon, #Pootageddon.
It would be, and it's always this posturing and all that bollocks. You know?
Definitely.
It's sort of, I think it's kind of like Boris has gone there as the sort of war contraceptive when really all Europe want Russia to do is use the pull-out method.
Yeah, well said, well said. Yeah, exactly.
You are listening to The Jab. It is like a bottle of Chanel No. 5, perfectly decanted in the sun. Enjoy.
You have reached message of Vlad. I'm either Badding or Edward. Leave a message after the tone. Vlad, I've got the right number this time, because last time, I don't even know, I called some weird thing about the vaccine or something. I just wanted to say, look, for God's sake, old chap, you just call this off. This is absolutely bloody terrible. And I know this is all about something trivial, and I just wanted to offer you, and if you guys ever had salt and vinegar quavers, because they are bloody brilliant, and to die for, I gotta say. So I'm going to send a truckload over to you guys, and I want you to hold off until you've tried these, because I tell you what, they are going to change your life. And I definitely know that it changed mine, because, you get normal quavers, and then they're just, cheesy and fine and lovely. But then you get salt and vinegar quavers, and they absolutely change the world around you. It's like, salt and vinegar, what a combination. It's kind of like, Vlad and Boris, together we can formidable and make this world a better place. Just like, salt vinegar quavers, and I hope you could just, give me a call back and let me know, and just don't be stupid, just hold us off, because this is, it's more to life than this, and war and stuff. I mean, salt vinegar quavers. Ta-ra!
That's all we can hope for, and hopefully, Ukraine isn't in its wake. But I completely agree. And going on the the craziness in Ukraine, it looks like there is a new dictator a little bit closer to mainland US, Canada, Mr. Trudeau. Have you heard much about what's going on over there with the old trucker protests?
No, I heard something about the trucker, but do tell.
Well, so basically it's, again, all back to vaccination, anti-vax and all the rest of it. And so I think it was due to the fact that if you were, a truck driver going in between the US and Canada, you're basically just going to have to be vaccinated, and that was kind of it, right? They're mandating it. And of course, with Canada being a bilingual country, being English and French, I feel like the French blood has started to course through their veins, because they've decided to do what the French do best and protest. And so they've decided to blockade Ottawa and with their trucks, and they decided to blockade all of the main transport links and just stopping any sort of major infrastructure stuff coming in and out of the country, essentially. But then, in a crazy twist, the Americans get a hold of this, and they decide to get up to Ottawa for a bit of a freedom party, like it's Coachella themselves. So now you've got a whole mix of people there, and wow. Yeah, exactly. And this led to Trudeau having to pull out the Emergencies Act, which essentially is basically saying it's a state of emergency, so now he kind of has free reign to do whatever to disperse the people, to stop them assembling, to stop them from fighting for freedom, Rob, for freedom. And that's where we're at.
Freedom isn't free, you know. I mean, it costs
That's so
folks
true.
like you and me.
It does. It does. And at what cost? You know, that is the question.
It's a
And at
hefty
what cost?
feckin' fee. I know that much. And so, do you know? So this Trudeau blokey,
Yeah.
whatever his name is, I thought he was really popular before, wasn't he? And now he's really sort of taken a
was.
nosedive, hasn't he, recently?
He has. I mean, look, if it wasn't the blackface that did it, I mean, maybe the fact that, you know, we should have all known this was coming, this dictatorship styled approach from him, because, you know, the moment that he grew a beard, and again, you know, anyone with a beard is inherently more evil. I mean, TV and pop culture has taught us that, you know, if in a doppelganger situation, the one with the beard, evil.
Oh, I should see. I just realised I'm posting my evilness on my face.
Yeah, exactly. You're advertising to the world that you're just a little bit untrustworthy. But no. So yeah, that's basically what's been happening over there. And of course, again, like I say, you know, the French do it best. You know, they love a good protest. You know, the old Jean Gillet and everything. So I can only imagine that's what has awoken in the Canadians. You know, their mixed heritage there, and they've really, you know, vive la revolution.
Well, I mean, good for them, standing up for what they believe in. I mean, being forced to do that, I mean, it's, you know, I mean, it's not right, though, is it? It's not really...
Yeah.
I don't know. Macron has done the same, hasn't he? He's like, sod you. If you're not getting the vaccine, you're not allowed to do anything. So
I think so,
I mean,
yeah. Old Macron has... he's been quite vocal, actually, going back to even the Ukraine stuff. Did you see the photo of him and Putin at a table?
Oh, yeah, they were miles away from each other, weren't they?
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was ludicrous. It was like something out of like Austin Powers or something.
Oh, behave. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
It's just stupid. It was just like proper... I mean, you could put it down to distancing, I guess, but Jesus Christ, like that was at least double the recommended distance allowance.
Surprised you didn't get a megaphone out and go...
Yeah, probably. Yeah, good old Macron. Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Macron. You were saying, yeah, he's basically playing the same game, I think, in France, which is, yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? How the UK has somehow been kind of leading in the rollback or going back to some sort of normality.
It is. It's a very strange place to be. I mean, you know, they like you say, Boris has gone all like, well, we did vaccinations for anyone, brah, and then like, right, do you know what? We're just gonna go, yeah, sod it. We got to live with it now. Let's do it. And yeah, it's weird that, I mean, I think it's all because all their. I mean, I'm not, you know, obviously at some point we've got to try and keep going, living normally, but
Yeah.
I think it's because of all their buddies and all their friends that make money from things like construction and all those sort of things, and they've got the economy, you know, doing well and that, so they've got to keep it going. Otherwise, they have a lot of friends that are going to lose a lot of money.
That's very true. That's very true. And yeah, well, that's the thing as well, isn't it? Like, I think the Boris and his parties thing is kind of past now. You know, what we were waiting for the old Sue Gray report, and then that kind of came and went, didn't it? And then you know,
we even had that yet? Have we had that report yet?
I think we had it. I thought we had it, and it literally said something like he was unfit or whatever, but then it was like the Met were then investigating, I think, and there was some sort of weird thing about how because that's an ongoing police investigation. I think that did somehow sort of affect the old Sue Gray thing, and then now the whole head of the Met's been sacked, so that's just, you know, conveniently timed as well, isn't it? You know, that they're no longer in their job anymore. So, you know, if you ask me, there is something afoot.
There is something afoot. The other day, also, I saw that they're trying to tell teachers not to take sides and to teach a balanced approach to things like religion and history and things like that.
Oh, really?
So they're trying to tell teachers what to do now, and what to say, and say, don't have an opinion.
Oh, God. A balanced approach to history. Like, how does that work? I thought it's pretty much like that's what happened. To be like, well, no, we're not too sure. You know, I mean, I'm not saying that we set up a slave trade, you know. I mean, maybe it was just e-commerce. Yes, yes. No, that's nuts. Yeah, that's insane. So now they're trying to say, that's, yeah. I mean, teachers have to put up with enough crap as it is, let alone, you know, now Boris trying to, you know, you got to take orders from him as in how to run your classroom.
Exactly. I mean, well, you just do, just secretly do what you're not supposed to do and then hope you get away with it. Surely that's the way to do it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, probably. I mean, because we don't want to end up in one of those situations like a school in Texas where we've got a creationist history book or something in there. It's only 2 pages long because it was like, God made the earth, dinosaurs weren't real, or / they were put here to test us, the end. It's very short, very short.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice, easy read at least.
True.
You know,
my favourite's the pictures.
Yeah. The first page is blank, I assume.
Oh, of course. And then the second page is just big,
just everything.
Yeah, just everything. Yeah, it's not even a flip. It's just not even a flip book. I mean, that would make more sense. No, it's just blank, then bang, everything from from an atom to Justin Bieber, boom, all at once.
See, God's final mistake.
Yeah, yeah, that and I don't know. That and Scott Morrison. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that bloody idiot.
Well, that's interesting actually, because you know, it's all about NATO, isn't it? The Ukraine thing. It's all about how they don't want them to be part of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, I'm assuming the O is, which is interesting because obviously Australia is not in the North Atlantic, and so for whatever reason, of course, you know, we still like to get involved, and old Scott Morrison's been throwing his 2 cents in the ring every now and again. So, you know,
they're not even in. Well, they're in Eurovision, mate, and that's the biggest tragedy.
I know. I don't know whose like mess that was or who decided that, but you know, look, I don't believe in many things, but I believe in Eurovision, and you know, you're not in Europe, you shouldn't be in it. I mean, it's just undermining it, you know, for all of those countries that probably still aren't in it yet. You know, I mean, there's at least I'd rather take I was going to say Georgia. Wait, is it Georgia in it? I can't remember. Those ones, they're okay, but yeah, no, Australia, nah.
Nah.
What's next?
Exactly. I mean,
New Zealand?
That's not even a country, surely.
It's just an annexation of like any village in England, I think, by the sounds of it. I haven't been there yet, but by the sounds of it, it's just a load of aging grey expats from the UK.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. That's it.
Yeah.
It's exactly like England, apart from the south bit where it's got lots of mountains.
Yes, yeah. The rugged terrain.
Yes, and...
Just going back to the Ukraine, I was going to say, do you think, though, that there's got to be some Ukrainians that are all for, Russia coming in? They're probably like, yeah, Putin, he's all right, you know?
Maybe. Yeah. But surely they wouldn't want... I mean, it depends how... I don't know what it's like to live in Ukraine, but
yeah, exactly.
Surely it's not... Russia surely you wouldn't... No, come on.
Maybe not,
surely
but, you know,
not.
you've seen the photos. I mean, you wouldn't want to watch Boris, you know, without a T-shirt on riding a horse through a lake.
Point.
But, you know, Putin, he does make it look pretty good. I'm sure there's got to be someone out there who's just, you know, Russia, come in and, bring greatest, you know, sorry, I can't even remember what I was going to say. But yeah, there's got to be someone out there who's just like, yeah, come on, bring it on, Putin. Give us what you got, you know. Make greatest progress to country since the invention of chicken Kiev, you know.
Quavers.
Yeah. Do I just take that soundbite and just insert it randomly throughout this episode? Quavers.
Quavers. See, it sounds provocative.
Could be a good term just for like when something's good, isn't it? Be like, yeah, it's Quavers. Make it happen.
Quavers. Quavers. See, we've done it. We should get some free Quavers after this.
We should, yeah. Please send us a, not a lifetime supply, but just send us, a box to try. We'll record ourselves and put a video on YouTube of us tasting them, and then we will watch that, but then we'll record another video of us watching that video and us reacting to it, because that's pretty much how the internet works now.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much. That's
Exactly.
it. That's where we're at.
Well, just like the sensation that is Wordle. What is that?
4 contestants, 5 letters, 6 guesses, but only one answer.
It looks like a doddle, but don't be fooled.
The viral word puzzle is now a hit new game show.
It's Wordle or die.
Go head to head.
2 green squares and 1 yellow, Darren. Are you sure you want to bring the Theosaurus into play?
Yes. Play for the jackpot and take home the cash.
Okay, Jenny, last guess, is it right? Oh, no! Bloody hell! Sorry, Jenny.
Or lose your life.
Nice knowing you. Send her to the Wordle Turtle.
Wordle or die. Monday to Friday at 7 p.m. on TAT.
Oh, sounds like a horrible disease. Wordle, yeah. Well, as far as I can tell, it's obviously a word-based. It's, as far as I can tell, it's obviously a word-based game. But yeah, like it seems to become a bit of a viral sensation as of late, especially after it got bought by the New York Times.
Oh, a newspaper boy. That's really crazy. So what you've got? Is it just one word for the entire world?
So as far as I was aware, it started out at least as one word. There is a bit of a controversy actually at the moment since it got bought by the New York Times. Yeah, so it's on their website, and essentially you are given, I think it's 5 guesses to guess I think it's a 5-letter word, I can't remember. And essentially you'll spell whatever, you just guess a random word. And as long as it's an actual word in the dictionary, it will then basically start showing you the letters in the corresponding color. So, for example, if the word that you're trying to guess if that letter is not there, it'll just be grey. And then if it's a letter that you have got correct that's in their word, it'll show as either green, meaning it's in the right place in the sequence, or as yellow, meaning that you have got the right letter, it's just in the wrong sequence. And apparently, people are going mad for it. So, that's what COVID's done to us, really, isn't it? It's just, people have gone nuts over this game. So much so that the developer, he made a tidy sum, a undisclosed 7-figure sum the New York Times paid.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well,
I know, it's nuts.
That's it. No, sounds like a very simple game as well.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's nothing in terms of. I mean, look, I can't say that I know how to code or anything, but in terms of graphics, there's no real graphics. There's not like a lot to it. It is just a grid. And obviously, some algorithm in the background where it randomizes a word and you guess away. You guess your little heart out.
It's mad that I've seen people post it on Facebook. Like, I mean, now, yeah.
I think that's the main thing I think behind it is the stats part, and I think that was the controversy when it got picked up by the New York Times. There was some sort of something in the background where the stats weren't matching up, and I think really that's the main reason why people go mental over it, is because it's all a bit of a one-upmanship, a bit of one-uppery, if you were, which is going to be my new app. I'm not sure what it's going to be about yet, but one-uppery coming this winter. Or this fall, as it were.
Just say autumn, goddammit.
Man, let them keep fall. They're aluminum and they're herbs, missing the H.
Herbs. And the colour without a U.
Yeah, well, I mean, it just shows, doesn't it, really? They don't give a shit about you, the Americans.
They don't. They pretend to care about Ukraine, but they just don't.
Pricks.
Do you know what? The Ukraine whole thing is the whole one-upmanship. It's like a real world massive game of Wordle.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing. That's probably the best context that you could put it in. I'm sure they've probably done that, haven't they? Like how, especially local news love that crap. They're just like, we like to think of it like a cheese board, And here we've got some olives. This is Ukraine, and then coming in from the west is the prosciutto, representing the US. Just some stupid analogy like that. They really love to make it bite-sized, much like the
They
cheese
do.
on said cheese board. Quavers. Hashtag winter Watsits.
The Jab, tugging at your sleeve like the annoying little kid you wish you never had. Haha, welcome with your hosts, Mark and Rob. The Jab.
Wow, I mean, what a roller coaster today's episode's been. We've really sort of gone through the whole spectrum.
Yes, yeah. Thanks for joining us once again for a lovely 45 minutes to an hour. Who knows how long this is after editing. Slice of nonsense. And, and do stay safe, because I hear that, is it Inus, Penis? One of the storms, they're on their way, aren't they? So, stay safe, everybody.
I hope there's no one camping right now because they're all going to get blown away. They're going to get shafted by that storm penis you said about. It's time for me to go. Oh, I can see a cow. It's cows flying through the air. It's coming. Ah!